Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are doing well. Today I'm going to discuss about lesson 1.4, compare the ratio relationships. So it mean comparing mean maybe you have given two or three or four different ratios and you have to compare them. So this is only possible if we have the same denominator. For example, starting from question number one, it's mentioned here that cereal brand A. We have given three different brands. This is brand A, and this one it's written on your book. This is brand B. Brand B is given in the table, and this one is brand C in the graph. So we have three different types of brands, and we want to compare them. Which one has the greatest ratio? So ultimately, we have to keep in mind that if the denominator will be same, then we can compare them. So number one here is brand A has advertised that they have 60 raisins in 24 ounces of box of cereal. So it means the first ratio that is given here is 60 raisins in brand A in how many boxes? 24. Now the denominator is 24. It's confirmed. Now if you want to compare brand A with brand B and brand C, you must have 24s in the denominator in the table and also in the graph. So I will say that, okay, if brand A, this is brand A, okay, and this one, it's mentioned on the book, it's brand B, okay, for this one, we will see for 24 ounces box, so how many raisins will be there? This is given here, that for 24 ounces, there are 72 raisins, so I will write 24 in the denominator, because here it's also 24, so from the table, in 24 ounces, how many raisins are there? 72. Now I will check from the graph which one has the more raisins. So 24, here is the ounces of cereal. So 24 is not a number here, but we know it's very close to 25. So we will move this line up very close to 24, not using, should be here. This point will be here to make it a straight line. This point should be on the way here on this line. So if we look here for 24, it's less than 2050. So here in brand C, if we have 24 raisins, you must keep the denominator same. Okay. So we don't have here it's less than 50. For example, if we say that 47 or 48, we are not sure about this number, but it's less than 50. Now we have three ratios for brand A, brand B, and brand C. I'm just gonna circle. This is brand A, this is brand B, and this one is brand C from the graph. I have the three ratios. I can compare them. Which one has the greatest values? It's mentioned here. Which one has the greatest ratio of the raisins to ounces? So the main thing you need to keep in mind is the denominator. If you define from the word problem here, the denominator will be same for the table. The denominator will be same for the graph. Now you can easily compare if their below values are same. What is which one is the greatest number in the numerator? This is 60. This is 48 and this is 72. We know that 72 is greater than 60 and 48. It means the table has the more raisins and table's name stand for brand B. So we will write here the brand B has the greatest ratios as compared to all of the givens and either the word, either the table or the graph. Brand B has the greatest value of the ratio. Then the question number two will solve after question number three because question number three is the same as we solve question number one. So number one that is given here is the same. You have given one table, one graph, and one ratio is given in the word problem. Again, we have to compare them, and we will see which one is the greatest ratio. Wheat brand. This is a wheat bread. Sorry, this is white bread, and this is rye bread. We have three types of bread. We want to compare them. So first of all, I will write one ratio from the word problem. It's written here the wheat bread has 150 calories for every two slices. So I can write here, okay, if there is wheat bread and there are 150 calories for two slices, I can write the ratio in this form. No, one thing is sure that our denominator should be same. For every two slices, how many calories in white bread? For every two slices, how many calories in the white bread? So now I'm moving towards the white bread that is given in the table. I will see, okay, for two slices, how many calories are here? It's 160 over 2. Okay, this is the second ratio, and that is for white bread. Now I will move toward the graph to write the third ratio, and then I will compare them. Here for two slices, you can see it's written here number of slices. If there are two slices, the values are less than 150. You can say it's 140 or 145. We are not sure about it. So I'm just taking, because it's less than 150, you can take 140 or 145, no problem. And the two will be same in the denominator. It means this question is same like question number one. 2 here is the denominator, yani for two slices, how many calories are there in wheat bread? Then how many calories are there in white bread for two slices? Then how many calories are there in the white bread for two slices? Now I will see how many calories. This is 150, this is 160, and this is 140. So which number is greater? This 160 is greater than all the other numbers. So it means 160 is the greatest ratio, greatest number of calories for two slices, and we write this one from the white bread. So simple answer that you will write here will be white bread has the greatest calories or calories, sorry, as compared to the wheat bread and white bread. So we just write here the answer. Okay. Now moving toward question number one. Question number one, sorry, two. We have given the tables and we have to create the equivalent fractions for this one. And there are three different names. Even the names are not mentioned. So first, let me write here the names. Number one, and these are also already given on your book. At the gym, the Alex. This table, the first one is for Alex. Okay, number two, the second table that is given here is, what is the second name? Krisa. So whatever. And third name is Manuel. So this table for Manuel. MANUEL. I will see which one has the greatest ratio. It's mentioned here which person has the greatest ratio of minutes spent on the resistance. Now we will write the ratios for everyone. Okay. So for this one, Alex spent 24 minutes doing resistance training for 30 minutes. So I will write, okay, how many resistance? 24. Okay. And number of minutes are 30. Okay. This is the first for Alex only. Here is the Alex. Then Krisa spend 15 minutes to 20. So I will write here 15. Okay. And here I will write 20. And the manual, third one is the manual, spend 14 minutes on every 15 resistance. 14 to 15. No, he's asking you must have the same denominator for Alec, Risa, and Manuel. If we look here, the denominator is 30, here is 20, here is 15. I can't compare which one has the greatest resistance. So the tables have some empty boxes. Let us fill them by creating equivalent ratios. So we know that to create equivalent ratios, we just multiply by 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. Or there is another option to divide. But we will multiply. 24 times 2 will be 48. If you are multiplying 24 by 2, you will also multiply 30 by 2. It will be 60. We have one equivalent ratios to the blue color. Same, we will use the blue one, 24 over 30. We will create another new fraction by multiplying by 3. 24 times 3 will give you 72 over 30 times 3 will give you 90. You have to keep in mind that this blue color ratio is your basic one. You will multiply by 2, by 3, by 4 by this, the original fraction, which is in the blue color. Same we will do here. We will multiply by 2 to create an equivalent ratio. 15 times 2 is 30, 40 times 2 is 20 times 2 is 40. Same we will multiply by 3. It will give us 15 times 3 is 45. And 20 times 3 will be 60. Same we will do in the next table. We will create the equivalent fractions. 14 times 2 is 28. Okay, 15 times 2 is 30. And 14 times 3 will be 42. And 15 times 3 will be 45. We write all the ratios. Now we have to check that which one has the greatest ratio if the denominators are same. So if I look, this denominator is 30 here. We don't have 30 here in this case. For Krisa, we have 30 in manual. So 30 is denominator in manual and 30 is denominator here in Alex, but it's not possible in Krisa, so I can't compare. Next, if I look at the 60, here it's mentioned that 48 over 60, the denominator for Alex, and there are 48 resistance for 60 minutes. And here in the Krisa, it's also 60, 45 resistance in 60 minutes. But here we don't have for manual 60, but I can make 15, 30, 45, and the next option will be 60, so I can make it. If I multiply by the next number, this is by 2, then by 3, now by 4. 14 times 4 will give us 56, and 15 times 4 will give me 60. I just create a new ratio. Okay, now it's same like the other two. You have 60 in the denominator, which means like question 1 and 3, I can compare which one has the greatest values. 60 here denominator, 60 here denominator, 60 here denominator. Look at the greatest values 48, 45, and 56. Which one is the greatest ratio? Is 56 because it's more than 48 and 45. The idea of this question is same like question 1 and 3. Which one is the greatest ratio? And the denominator is same, and the numerators, which one is greater? But we have to create equivalent fraction in this one, all of this. Okay. So we decide 56 is greater. So I will write simply here the answer for this one because it's greater in manual case. So I will write the manual has the greatest ratio. Just I write name manual. And this is the whole lesson what we have. Thank you very much for the listening. If you have any questions, please let me know.